Welcome back to Old Man Yahweh. I'm on the left corner as the Seme, Annie.
Are you talking about the two captains or the Soul Reaper and Quincy King?
Bo!
I think one of them is very inappropriate.
And we won't say which one.
I'm Minty.
And it's FunUntitled where we say FU to every podcast.
God, you still don't know what it is.
Every episode.
We said every podcast with an FU.
Oh.
So this is the finale of Season 2, Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War arc.
Well, because I fucked up a little, we watched 26 and 25, and it really showed how important 25 was.
Well, not really.
I'm saying that sarcastically because we just kept going right through, and I'm like, I guess we missed something, maybe an after credit scenes, not a whole damn episode.
As well as 25, just a bunch of mini battles between Quincy and Soul Reapers.
Oh man, Yahweh.
That's how it ends. I mean, as always, both episodes had really good fight animations, graphics. I mean, I really liked when the hot spring demon was fighting the blonde successor.
I like how when the black guy was like, alright, so east or west? Which one's the successor again?
Human or human? I don't know.
Yeah, y'all look the same to me. And Uri was like, that's racist. Like, oh, you're gonna tell the black guy he's being racist?
Actually, you might be the only one who's got human blood in that group.
Yeah, because everyone else got X'd in the first, Can I say the word? Will you let me?
What word?
Auswalden. Because that's how Uru's mom died, right? Because, during the first Auswalden.
Yeah, they all lost their lives unless they were a full Quincy. Or if you're Uryu, because you're special. And they're never gonna say why you're special.
It's weird that you don't get to see the blonde guy's powers, but we get to see fuckboy Aizen's powers, which is, I don't know if it's cool or unnecessarily complicated.
I think it's cool until you find out that you're lowering the lethal dosage of blood. And I'm like, does blood even have a lethal dosage? That would be insane for blood to have a lethal dosage. Like, I would understand if you're talking about carbon dioxide or oxygen. You're talking about blood.
And that's why you gotta be careful with blood dosing, right? Blood dumping. Whatever the hell Luffy does in One Piece.
Blood doping?
That's it. That's what athletes do to get more oxygen in their blood.
Yeah,
Why
but
don't you just make oxygen poison?
I'm sure somebody has. Probably a slow-acting poison.
Probably hold your breath and then flash the Aizen fuckboy.
Well, that's why if you do carbon dioxide, it would make more sense because then you would fall asleep and die.
So, but yeah, the blonde guy had the most boringest fight, but it was so cool when the hot spring demon tossed away the shield. Give me that shit.
And the sun bat, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Man, Bleach is really playing with colors. Everything is just gonna be one color. It's either black, blue, and now yellow.
Well, we get to see the leader of the squad, so I guess his power is that he seals names, so he turns Yaoi Bawa. God, we're gonna get that name one day. They say it so often now. Yakigata. They took half his name, so he's just Wa. And it's no, you don't have any power, because I have the power of semantics.
You know what I hate is because when you read the manga, his facial expressions look so cool because they're in black and white, but in color, it kind of takes away that edge. So I wish in those specific scenes, when his eyes go all white, the scene goes completely black and white to bring back the edge that he has. Because he's really cool, but it doesn't look as cool in front of a blue gradient background.
That's why people say the anime needs to be more stylized like that.
Yeah, and other shows do it.
Make it an impact frame,
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Well, not whatever.
It's hard because it's always hard to say this character's super cool, but most of his powers is debuffs.
Oh, yeah,
because it's not flashy.
Yeah, I mean, he has cool moves. He kind of feels somewhat like,
He's a JoJo stan.
I was gonna say the chairman in Hunter x Hunter.
I don't remember his powers.
He had the Buddha statue with the 1,000 arms. Yeah.
I remember him going, love.
I mean, that's true too. But yeah, and then episode 26, the Quincy's get a power up.
Thanks to the second Auswalden.
Well, you think at one point we would have noticed that we were watching the episodes in the wrong order.
I said that. I was like, hey, how did they get their wings? But I'm just maybe they just get their wings. Quincy's went through harder bullshit than I've ever seen before.
Well, see, it's not shocking because they've already done it a shit ton of times. Because I remember the CO being behind Yagi Baba after episode 24. So I thought I remembered them just going to Stern Rita after they got their ass kicked, because that's what always happens with Quincy's. They get their ass kicked and then they get their wings.
Would you constitute this as a good fight where when there's a lot of highs and lows, this is winning for a bit, then this is winning for a bit?
No, I don't especially how Bleach does it. Bleach does it in a way where it's very boring. It looks super cool, but you're just kind of waiting for the coolness to get cut down by something lame afterwards. And that's what Bleach does very well with these really crappy battles. Don't get me wrong, everything looked cool, especially the Great Weaver's Bankai. That looked cool as shit. It was just beautiful, unique. I love those otherworldly powers like that, it's so fucking cool. But you kind of know the Quincy's aren't gonna lose. Otherwise, what would Ichigo do?
It's so cool when they cut to Ichigo's dad and Uru's dad being like, what the fuck? Like, oh, it really solidified that these people shakes heaven and earth. I imagine when they first get their Bankai strong enough to shake heaven and earth, instant invitation to Squad Zero.
Every time you cause an earthquake in the real world, you get to join.
It's like, oh shit, my Bankai literally just causes earthquakes, but thanks, I'll take it.
How cool would it be if you could see everyone else's Bankais?
God, I would have loved that. The hot spring would just be a giant hot spring though, right?
I don't know, it's gotta be something very otherworldly, I feel like.
I really hope they have, like, the Soul King has the ability to bring these bitches back to life. Oh, it's weird that you made it specifically. You cannot go all out with your powers unless you kill the rest of your squad.
That is true, yeah. That is one, like, the fallback of this whole thing. Is like, well, we can't go all out, then the whole world will die. Like, then why even say it? That's why Bleach just likes to be really cool. There's another series that I like to think that, like, they like to be really cool, but they really have no substance. Like, Bleach carries itself because it has great characters and it likes to look really cool. So it's like, okay, I'll let it slide. But some series, like, all they do is try to be cool. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen tries to be really cool, especially with Gojo. Like, Gojo is so cool.
I'm the one honored by the heaven and earth.
Yeah, and it's like, Gojo, you don't do shit. I know Shibuya arc. I've seen what a manga is right now. And Gojo, you don't do fucking shit. Your powers make no fucking sense, and I hate you.
I think a fight that I like is when, like, A is fighting B. A realizes, oh, I can do this to defeat B. And B is like, okay, then I just have to try to overcome that. Because One Piece does that really well. Kind of like Luffy and Crocodile. Like, Luffy's like, or like Luffy versus Enmu. Like, oh, your weakness is rubber. And Enmu has to try to figure out how to defeat a rubber man. Or Crocodile's like, oh, your weakness is water. So Crocodile has to get around the water.
I personally just like battles that kind of war of attrition.
It gets a little boring. I feel like Naruto does war of attritions.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like, I'm not saying like I do like the One Piece battles. I'm not super totally into the one like Crocodile where it's like, if I get you wet, I can win. And it's like, okay, whatever. I don't like a battle where there's like logistics too much. I don't mind when there's like environment stuff, but you know.
You're so dumb. You're literally just like, I like it when they hit each other.
Maybe. Okay.
Because Black Clover is also another series where like weird power-ups and like allies come out of nowhere to help.
Ooh, that I hate. I hate wins where it's just because somebody came and Deus Ex Machina it.
You're more of a Dragon Ball kind of guy.
Oh, I love Dragon Ball fights. Dragon Ball fights are so good. Unless it just ends up with somebody blowing themselves up.
Talk about self?
Talk about a lot of battles. You know how many people blow themselves up in fucking Dragon Ball?
I know the tiny white boy does.
That's why there's actually in the manga when you meet
Beerus, he says, no blowing up.
No,
fuck."
not Beerus. It's a manga only battle with I think either his name is Cereal or he is a Cerulean.
Oh, I think it's cereal.
I did say Cereal.
Okay.
His name is Cereal. His race is Cereal.
Is he like a green hair Goku?
I don't know. I don't remember the colors. But I like that arc because although it doesn't have much substance, it's the fact that it's not about the world. It's not really about saving the world.
It's about Goat Man.
It's just about who the hell is the strongest in the universe. That's literally all it's about. And it's just like, I love how simple it is. Because sometimes battles are just too much. Like the Bleach battle. It's like, it's very cool. And they end you with a cliffhanger of what happened. Who's gonna win? That's kind of like, well, if it's not Ichigo, then you know the Quincy King's gonna win.
I really hate how Bleach deals with Vizards, by the way, being like, why did Ichigo go up on it by himself? Why didn't he take us? And it's like, bitch. The Vizard captains didn't even use their Vizard ability. They became zombies.
I don't think she meant to like go up and fight. Maybe she's up there for like support of some stupid
She always was like, you should have let me go up. As his lover, I would have chilled him. I was like, as his what?
Shut the fuck up. You stay down here.
You Ichi's brother, you slap her. It's like, I don't want to slap her.
You're the head of the family now. Slap her.
I hope he does something.
Also, Yoichi's brother doesn't do anything in the series, and it just pisses me off that they introduced them. Because I'm like, you don't do shit. Although Yoichi's power up, very sexy, very cool.
Is it thanks to the boomerang that Yoichi's brother brought?
I don't remember what he even does.
I bet that boomerang he brought looks just like the Huaikos.
It does look just like the Hiraikos.
You know, Inuyasha is kind of like, you fight, and then Inuyasha's like, I'm finally going to do my signature move. And you're just like, finally! That's what we were waiting for.
Yeah, but also, the show ends with Kagome wishing the Shikan Jewel never existed. Like,
I'm not talking to heart. I'm talking about individual battles.
you know what's good battle? One Punch Man.
Oh, no,
I love love the fights in One
no.
Punch Man because
No.
they're big and they're flashy, and it's just like at the end, especially the Garo fights. I fucking love Garo.
Alright, apparently we have very definitions of what makes a good fight.
All right, for another day when we talk about battles.
So until then, we'll catch you in season 3 of Bleach, and right now we'll start playing the weird cone segment because we couldn't, I don't know, we lost the money budget for 5 minutes.
They're both very fun. Okay, the first one wasn't that funny. But I thought the Ruki and Renji one was very funny if they had just animated it.
But the first one doesn't make sense because it was already animated.
Yeah, but they couldn't have the cone part in.
But it was already animated in the first one.
Consistency.
Because he was already buff in the first one.
Consistency. Whoa, that's why he did come in, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the only time you see Cone, King of New York, in this damn series.
Why? You know when he said King of New York, I thought, are you guys in like New York Con or something? You're doing some weird advertisement?
I don't get why the second scene was completely original, but first scene is just a summarized version of literally what happened in the anime.
God, I don't remember.
Alright, until next time. I'll swollen.